China swiftly counters Trump's tariffs with a flurry of trade curbs. After a 10% tariff on Chinese products took effect on Tuesday, China announced retaliatory measures, including tariffs and an investigation of Google. Beijing responded swiftly on Tuesday to the tariffs President Trump had promised, announcing a fusillade of countermeasures targeting American companies and imports of critical products. Mr. Trump's 10% tariff on all Chinese products went into effect at 12:01 a.m. Tuesday, the result of an executive order issued over the weekend aimed at pressuring Beijing to crack down on fentanyl shipments into the United States. The Chinese government came back with a series of retaliatory steps, including additional tariffs on liquefied natural gas, coal, farm machinery and other products from the United States. It also said it had implemented restrictions on the export of certain critical minerals, many of which are used in the production of high-tech products. In addition, Chinese market regulators said they had launched an anti-monopoly investigation into Google. Google is blocked from China's internet, but the move may disrupt the company's dealings with Chinese companies. The U.S. tariffs, which Mr. Trump said on Monday, or an opening salvo, come on top of levies that the president imposed during his first term. Many Chinese products already faced a 10 or 25% tariff, and the move adds a 10% tariff to more than $400 billion of goods that Americans purchase from China each year. Mr. Trump had been planning to hit America's three largest trading partners, Canada, Mexico and China, with tariffs of varying degrees. But after days of frantic negotiations, Mr. Trump agreed to pause the tariffs on Mexico and Canada for 30 days after the Canadian and Mexican governments promised to step up their oversight of fentanyl and the border. On Monday, Mr. Trump said he planned to speak with the Chinese leader Xi Jinping within the next 24 hours. But it was not clear exactly when the phone call would take place. Before there was any word of a call, the Chinese authorities rolled out the countermeasures aimed at punishing American companies. China's counterpunches suggested an effort to hurt American businesses and send a warning to the Trump administration, while holding in reserve measures that could do even more serious damage to trade between the world's two biggest economies. That the measures announced by Beijing, particularly the tariffs and export controls, could take time for Chinese officials to revoke, even if Mr. Trump were to signal a willingness to compromise. This is likely only the beginning of a long process for the two countries to negotiate. Siwei Zhang, the president and chief economist of Pinpoint Asset Management, an investment firm in Hong Kong, said in written comments, "There is hope to de-escalate in this process, though the road ahead may be bumpy."